Hi, and welcome to this episode. We love to binge watch series because they are often very exciting. When we are done with one series, we would like to start with a new one immediately. We will help you with that today, because we have listed a number of top series that you can binge watch now. 10. Lupin. This TV show is an international one, but definitely not worse. This one certainly belongs in the list of best series. At this moment, already 70 million people have watched this series. An unprecedented number that even hit series such as The Queen's Gambit and Bridgerton did not make. Pretty impressive, right? Lupin is a French series about Maurice Leblanc's legendary gentleman thief, Arsène Lupin. In a clever twist, the Lupin stories exist within the world of this show, and they inspire a man named Assane Diop, played by Omar Sy, to adopt the Lupin persona as his own to avenge his wrongfully accused father. Assane certainly has the skills of a master thief, but pursuing his revenge turns out to be far more dangerous and complicated than he anticipated. At the moment there is only one season of this series, but a second season is already on the way. 9. When They See Us. This TV show tells us the true story of the wrongful prosecution of 5 boys in 1989 for raping a white woman in New York's Central Park, the Central Park jogger case. After serving years in prison, they became known as the Exonerated Five when the real rapist was caught. But the injustices suffered by these men and their families extended far beyond prison walls. It's a difficult story to relive, but it's also one that needs to be told. 8. Alice in Borderland. This is a Japanese TV show based on the manga of the same name by Haruo Aso. The series follows an aimless gamer named Arisu who suddenly finds himself and his 2 best friends transported to an eerily empty Tokyo where they're forced to compete in deadly games to survive. You can describe this series as a mix of Battle Royale and The Hunger Games, with a fascinating mystery and a talented cast. Alice in Borderland earned positive reactions from critics and general audiences. After the first season, this series was renewed for a second season just 2 weeks after the show's release on Netflix. Its underlying premise will keep you guessing, and so will the sense of creeping dread as key characters are killed off from one episode to the next. 7. Outlander. Outlander is a breakout adaptation of Diana Gabaldon's sweeping romantic novels, but the first 4 seasons are now available on Netflix. In this TV show, a World War II nurse named Claire Randall finds herself transported from 1945 to the Scottish Highlands in 1743. She meets and marries a man named Jamie Fraser. Their love spans the centuries and even expands into the early days of the American Revolution. 6. Bridgerton. Recently Netflix announced that since its debut on December 25, Bridgerton pulled in 63 million viewers. Bridgerton is a series set in 1813 about 2 rich families in the high society of London. These 2 families do everything they can to find the best love match for their daughters. In particular, Daphne Bridgerton is pursued by several potential suitors, even though she may have her eye on Simon Basset, the Duke of Hastings. But there are some significant obstacles in their way. This series is full of romance, humor and drama. Oh yes, a handy fact. This series was produced by Shonda Rhimes, co-responsible for TV show Grey's Anatomy. 5. Broadchurch. Broadchurch is a British detective series crime drama. For anyone in search of a gripping mystery with darkly emotional overtones, Broadchurch is exactly what you've been waiting for. It's centered on the small English town of Broadchurch, which is rocked by the senseless murder of an 11-year-old boy named Danny. Police detectives D. Alec Hardy and D.S. Ellie Miller are on the case, but they each have secrets of their own. The search for Danny's killer takes a high toll on both Hardy and Miller, as well as the entire town. But even when the murderer stands revealed, the story is just beginning. This TV show counts 3 seasons and will not be returning for season 4 because it was always meant to be a trilogy with 3 seasons. The story of Broadchurch can be continued with a spin-off or a prequel featuring a different cast. 4. Ozark. Ozark is streaming since 2017 on Netflix and is about a financial advisor who moves with his family from Chicago to the Ozarks in Missouri. Here he has to deal with a Mexican drug cartel for which he has to launder $500 million within 5 years. Ozark is currently running for 3 seasons and has Jason Bateman as the lead actor. Ozark will be back with an expanded 14-episode 4th and final season. 3. The Witcher. This series was posted to Netflix at the end of 2019 and may well be their greatest future series ever online. This epic story takes place in different time periods with a strong cast of 3 leads. The story is about monster hunter Geralt of Rivia, Princess Ciri and the supreme magician Yennefer. This is a film adaptation that book readers and gamers have been waiting for years. Bloody battles, complicated characters, and memorable songs, courtesy of the bard 𝐬𝐴, are just some of the charms this dark fantasy series has to offer. Season 2 will follow soon. 2. The Crown. This critically acclaimed series won a Golden Globe for Best Drama Series. Stars Claire Foy and John Lithgow received an Emmy. The series was made with a budget of €110 million per season, making it the most expensive ever on Netflix at the time. The story is about Elizabeth II in the aftermath of World War II, at a time when the monarchy had ceded much of its power to Parliament and the Prime Minister. Despite a lack of governmental power, the Queen remains one of the most important heads of state in the world, and civic duties abound. Heavy on political intrigue, The Crown is sure to satisfy viewers who appreciate Machiavellian television, as well as those who love TV shows like Downton Abbey. However, the show also has a deeply intimate side, in that it examines Elizabeth's personal relationships and the toll exacted by her duties as queen. 1. Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is the sequel series to the original Karate Kid films, with Ralph Macchio and William Zabka reprising their respective roles as Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence. 30 years earlier, Daniel and Johnny were rivals. Now, their rivalry has extended to the next generation. The 3rd season, that came out in January this year, forces Johnny and Daniel to pay the price and even reintroduces a few characters from the Karate Kid Part 2. But even if the kids of the Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do dojos can move past the enmity of the past, John Kreese is ready to escalate things even further. Cobra Kai is also renewed for a 4th season, and that's something we are certainly looking forward to. This was our episode of the best shows to binge watch right now on Netflix. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment if you liked this video. Thank you for watching this episode.